Greetings, car fanatics. Today I finally had the chance to drive a Porsche 991 Carrera S. I was hoping a friend look for a 991 to buy. Just wanted to make this quick video to share my thoughts on the 991 versus the 997. So overall, I do think the 991 is a better car in terms of overall usability and performance. The 991 with the PDK transmission and the additional horsepower is a really fun car to drive, especially in sport mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at me accelerating in the So as you can see, the 991 is a real blast to drive. With the PDK transmission, I think it makes a huge difference in terms of overall performance. The power is really there whenever you want it. All you have to do is put it in sport mode and step on the gas and the car just takes off. You don't have to worry about what gear to be in like you would with the manual transmission. In terms of comfort, I would have to say the car is much more comfortable than the 997. You have less road noise. The longer wheelbase means it can be more compliant over road imperfections. So I did find that really nice. And in terms of practicality, the car is a little bit bigger than the 997. So I believe the wheelbase was extended by 4 inches, which means overall space in the cabin. Sitting in the back, it was still uncomfortable, but I could see someone 5'2" fitting in the back with some degree of comfort, which is nice because it means the 991 becomes a more usable day-to-day sports car. Now let's talk about some shortcomings of the 991. The first thing I didn't like about it is the steering. The electric steering feels pretty good, but when compared to the 997 and the hydraulic assisted steering, it just doesn't feel the same. You don't have the same level of connectedness with the road. I felt the steering was nice and firm, but I wasn't getting the feedback from the road like I do in my 997. That's perhaps my biggest gripe with the 991. The other thing about the 991 is the size. I think while it makes the car more usable, you do lose some of that sports car feel with the 991 being a little bit bigger. For me, the 997 just feels a little bit more compact and about the right proportions of a sports car. The 991 is by all means still a really great sports car. It just feels a little bit less connected to the road. So overall, if you're looking for a 911 that's more usable, has the latest technology, has the highest level of performance at the upper limits, definitely go ahead and go with the 991. You really can't go wrong with that car, especially in PDK. It's just a really fast car to drive that's super responsive. If you're looking for something that feels a little bit more analog, something that's smaller and going to give you a more connected feel to the road, go ahead and go for the 997. It's really hard to find cars nowadays with that level of steering, driver involvement. So that's my overall thoughts on the 991 versus the 997. You really can't go wrong with either, but just assess what your needs are and test drive both cars and figure out which one you really like better. For my friend, he was initially considering the 997, but after driving a 991 in PDK, that really helped him identify that he wanted a 991 in PDK and not a 997 or a stick shift car. Thanks for watching, Car Fanatics. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave any questions or comments below.